Hello and welcome back to Helldivers 2 Loadout Roulette. Today's loadout is the Diligence Counter Sniper, the Grenade Pistol, and Stun Grenades. I'm still trying to figure out how to get the most use out of those, but we're learning. And our armor is the PH-56 Jaguar, so Peak Physique improves our ergo and improves melee damage. Not bad. I actually have grown to really like Peak Physique. Just because now that we know it directly affects ergo, it makes just weapons a lot better. Even though it did that before, it's just now being able to look at a weapon's ergo directly makes a big difference, and you can understand how much it can make a difference, instead of just kind of ballparking it and being like, I guess it's better. Helmet, Gorilla. It kind of matches the scarf, and then per Democrasum, because it also kind of matches, and it all goes together and looks cool. But we are going against the Automatons, part because that's what the current major order is, and because that's just what I rolled for an enemy. So I will see you in the mission. So, our stratagems are the 110mm rocket pods, Patriot exosuit, flame sentry, and autocannon. I would have liked the backpack item, but can't be helped.
Requesting sentry. Requesting air support. How'd you like to taste of freedom?
So yeah, we managed to defend Super Earth, kept prosperity and equality on sea, so Super Shanghai, which is pretty cool. Better than I expected us to do. But now we're just defending against bots, which I think bots are going to be our next big push. We're not going back to bug storyline for a bit, which is fine by me. I think as it stands, the bug storyline is good and fine sitting where it is. I don't think we need to really do another story beat for a bit. Man, if I can find a deployed or like a dropped MG somewhere, I'm gonna go crazy with that. But yeah, so bots are a fine thing because we still have, I believe it's the Armored Factory Strider. We haven't found, like, we know it's in the game files, but it hasn't been, I guess, released. So that's going to be a big deal. And then we have... God, what else was there? I think that was kind of the big thing. I'm going to use that flame sentry to cover our back. And I'm going to hold off because I don't want to burn the autocannon yet, because we're going to get factory striders. We always do. God, the fact this does not do that well makes me sad. I was kind of hoping that being able to grenade stuff would be more effective. I'm amazed a cluster bomb that didn't instantly kill me. I should have called in my exosuit while I'm here, but I just wasn't even thinking of it.
How'd you like to taste of freedom? Throwing supply beacon.
That went a lot better.
Northwest, 100 meters. Tagging location, northeast. Never mind.
Luckily, these guys also seem to know what they're doing, so I think that guy is like 150, the other guy's 30, so
Sending in an eagle.
the varying experience kinda evens out. Even though he's using the lever gat, which is a shocker to me. Oh, I'd love to get an AMR too. Just so I can fight some of this stuff at long range. My guy, you know what? You do you, boo-boo. If you think hitting the the giant cannon with the laser cannon is an option, who am I to say no? Who am I to deny your dreams? Anything worth looting here? Still no use for extra samples. Driving me absolutely nuts here. Almost fell into a mine. I am going to go for the mortar, so we have artillery. Because we kinda need that. And because I'm stupid, I'm gonna use the flame sentry to guard me.
Package acquired. Dropping package. Tagging location. Package acquired.
Which is stronger, artificial intelligence or organic stupidity? I'd say my organic stupidity using the flame turret is the supreme detriment. Ooh, napalm. Okay, so it's gonna be high X, explosive, and triple napalm.
Dropping package.
Not perfect, but I'm not gonna complain. It's better than some where I've had primarily like smokes.
Dropping package. Package acquired.
Oh, nice.
Dropping package.
Fine, then I'll put the high X in. Damn.
Dropping package. I'm on the terminal.
But yeah, I'm excited for more bot content, because I like fighting the Automatons, and I think between the three factions, they're, at this point, the weakest.
Going down a sentry.
I mean, yeah, their rockets have a lot of juggle capability, but they got nerfed pretty hard over the past year. Some of which was completely understandable why the nerfs happened. Some of it, I think, needs to kind of get rolled back, possibly. But that also might kind of play into matters of, like, the stability. Because, yeah, I'd love to have more gunships out and about, but that might have also caused stability issues. I don't know. I don't exactly have access to the BitSquid engine, and I really don't want access to it. I think the engine's god-awful. Which, that just reminded me, as of this recording, because today is June 3rd, we do not know when we will hear more about Fair Games. Tomorrow is a state of play. My guess is they're either going to just kind of shuffle that on by and be like, yeah, it's somewhere, guys. And then quietly cancel that because one of the head people ended up leaving. Which isn't a shocker to me. Ooh, damn, he got. Must be one of these camps. We're just gonna have to take these quick then. Oh, that's fun.
Northwest, 100 meters.
Don't want to pull my exosuit for
Found something.
and a tank. You know what?
Sending in an eagle.
You kill that.
Enemy patrol, northwest.
I can manage
Sending in an eagle.
fighting everything else.
Reporting you are in range of enemy artillery. Dropship. How'd you like to taste some freedom? You are in range of enemy artillery.
Yeah, I figure Fair Games is gonna get canned because it just doesn't look that good. And one of their head people left, and so I'm like, yeah, this is probably doomed. Where is that coming from? I can't... It's this camp. Do we just... Nah, I don't want to burn the high X.
Requesting air support. North
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver.
Cancel that. Heavy, northeast, 50 meters.
Okay, where's our next artillery piece?
Sending in inbound. Requesting advanced weaponry. West, 100
There we go. Now I'm gonna leave because I am not equipped to handle that solo.
Requesting sentry.
I could do some damage with this flamethrower.
Requesting air support. Marking location, northeast. Sending in an eagle. Tagging location, northeast. Found something. Requesting air support.
Oh, my turret's gone. Cool.
Marking location, northeast. Objective located.
God, I hate factory striders.
My life for Super Earth. Calling down a sentry.
It's just the ragdoll. The ragdoll is so annoying to deal with. Get him, flame turret.
Requesting orbital.
Objective
Strangely enough, that worked.
Box, west, 200 meters.
Yeah, we'll try to
Calling down
get a mech suit going. I got 3 of them.
Requesting air support.
I also forgot about the support fire from it, so... I contributed. That was my artillery shell I loaded. You can't deny me my victory there.
Calling down a sentry.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Oh yay, another artillery camp. Yeah, if I had the strafing run like these guys, this would be super easy. I don't know who hell bombs those, you can just grenade them. I died by my own exosuit? Okay.
Hellbomb armed. Clear the area. Call
Guess I just took too much damage. I really hope we can get some customization for the exosuits,
Never mind.
because they really could use some help.
Democracy has landed.
Like, I'll take increased armor at a cost to something.
Requesting sentry.
Now I gotta go grab my free flamethrower that I didn't use.
Support weapon. Requesting air support.
Oh, yeah, that probably got me.
Hellbomb
That
armed.
tracks entirely.
Heavy. North. 100 meters.
Liberty dispatched.
Sending in an eagle.
I was too focused on my cool stompy mech moment that I completely missed the giant turret.
Heavy. North. 50 meters.
I'll grab the commons, people need those. I contemplated not grabbing them, I'm like, who needs these, but other people do. Yeah, I had to laugh, just with like the fair game stuff, how many live service games Sony has made, or has attempted to make, and how Helldivers is the only surviving success. It's like, damn, that is not good numbers.
Mag's empty. Taking location. Southeast.
Just makes you wonder how many millions they've burnt. Like, Marathon? Marathon is not gonna pan out.
Support weapon.
That game looks rough,
Down a sentry.
to say the least.
Tagging map.
So it's like, how many hundreds of millions have they spent on that? How many hundreds of millions have they spent on fair games and on Concord? I mean, we know how many hundreds of millions they spent on Concord.
Dropship. Say hello to them. Requesting sentry. Sending in an
In the end, none of it's good. And then it's like the one game that succeeded was this.
Mag's empty. How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Honestly, if I was Sony, I would just dump everything into this. I would throw a lot more money at Arrowhead and be like, look, whatever you're doing, do more of it. Expand this game. I'd have a second studio potentially converting this to Unreal so that you don't have to be enslaved to a garbage, outdated engine. And then once that's all up and running, just swap the game over. Be like, hey, sorry, there's a big-ass download. We're rebuilding the whole game. And go from there. Even though I understand entirely that is an extremely expensive endeavor.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Because that's something people always seem to forget is, like, build... Even if you're just copy pastorinoing a game, that still takes time and money. But I think burning money now
Request approved.
so that your devs can actually build up the experience with the engine
Calling in reinforcements.
and so that you're not bound to an outdated engine. We saw that guy fall from the sky, right?
Calling down a sentry.
Of course there's a patrol. I want to hit that little camp. And this camp. Oh yeah, we're doing a Flag of Super Earth and I'm not there. Oh well.
Forever.
Anything of value here? Barely. Okay. In that case, I'm leaving to go help with the flag then.
Spots east. Cancel that.
But yeah, you're spending money now to save money and effort later. And especially because I think it would be surprising if they actually did this, but Unreal 5.6 just dropped. And that looks to be pretty good. They've made a lot of optimization passes, which, as someone who's worked with Unreal, that's always been my big thing I bitch about. Because I know Unreal Engine 6 is supposed to be coming in the next 2 to 3 years, rumored. And the whole time I'm like, you know, your current engine's not optimized, like, at all. But now we finally get that optimization sweep, which should make a difference.
Requesting walker. Reinforcing.
I might have thrown those guys a little too close to the enemy.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
But yeah, new engine change or new engine update would be good. That would make a world of difference. And I'm sure these guys could do with some tweaks to how they've... just how they store information on weapons and certain things.
Sending in an eagle. Requesting advanced weaponry. Mag's empty.
You have served democracy well. Extraction awaits.
Requesting air support.
God, I'd love a first-person view in this.
Extraction is available.
Get some! Get some! Found something! Support weapon. We've got equipment.
Ooh. Resupply.
Sending in an eagle.
Burn the last bit of ammo on this. Yeah, I've said it before, we need proper vehicle support and vehicle builds. I would drive mechs for an entire mission if it was possible.
Outpost cleared.
Calling in reinforcements.
Yeah, I keep getting distracted, just random train of thought, but like looping again back to the engine stuff. Sony just needs to fully support this game. Because they don't really have anything else going at the moment. Like, what, the new Destiny expansion? Please, they added a, like, portal gun that only works on the new place, which is Kepler, and only in certain spots. And then they added the morph ball, effectively, from Metroid. So Samus's ball form, and you can roll around and zap guys with lightning. And you can explore some tubes, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's just Metroid. Bungie's in a rough spot. They don't have
Location, northwest.
an FPS. They don't have Guerrilla working on a new Killzone. They don't have, I think it was Insomniac? Yeah, Insomniac working on Resistance, because they're also burnt out.
Marking location, northwest.
Zipper's been gone for a decade, so they don't have a new mag. There's rumor of a new SOCOM. Do I think it's legit? I don't know. It'd be cool, but these days I'm always skeptical. Just because we think something's gonna happen doesn't mean it will. I mean, and SOCOM's third person, but they don't really have anything. There was a interview with Suhei Yoshida, who was a former PlayStation executive. This was on Sacred Symbols podcast, and they're talking about old games, and one of them they mentioned was Mag, which instantly I'm like, yo, Mag mentioned! I'm still one of the few diehards out here preaching the good word, praying we'll get a new game, but we never will. But that was such an ambitious title back in the day. And especially now where Sony needs an FPS. Because even if you argue like, oh, well they still have Call of Duty. It's contractually limited. It's like 10 years Call of Duty has to be on the game, on the console. And if you really look at how COD is doing now, do you really think COD's going to be around in 10 years?
Enemy elite, northwest, 100 meters.
That franchise is in a rough spot. To think they will be around 10 years from now, keep doing that. But if you think they're going to be around in 10 years, that's very, very ambitious.
Sending in an eagle. Calling in extraction.
And realistically, Sony needs their own thing. We need the competition. I would like to put my turret up top if possible. There will work, I guess. Because nowhere else is a really good point to hold. How I didn't die from that, I have no clue. But yeah, we just need the competition and we're not getting it right now. And Sony just doesn't seem to grasp that, tragically. And realistically, MAG is the FPS built for becoming more of a live service game, which the first one was. It was online only. You could buy... There was the Interdiction expansion, which added the Interdiction mode, the Escalation expansion, which added Escalation, and I think that added some extra guns, but that was it, and game did well. And I'd just love to see it come back. I think the tricks they used to get 256 players without bogging the game down were pretty revolutionary for the time. Especially because the closest thing we had was PlanetSide. It was still a couple years before PlanetSide 2. And the console version of PlanetSide 2 is... oof. I mean, it's out of date by years. And pretty dead now. But yeah. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.